Good morning, everyone. Tom here, aka Nostradamus, aka the Wolf of Tom Street, aka Noam Tomsky. It is Tuesday, December 22nd. The days of COVID. It is the 22nd. Market is opening in 3 minutes. Yeah, so I am not a financial advisor. This entertainment purposes only. You know this. This is not financial advice. Do not do what I do. You can lose money. I will be trying to do this every day, though I don't know that I will be able to do this every day. I might even start adding some market closes. I will be editing the video. I will be cutting out some dead air. Unfortunately, that takes about a day before I can do that. So these videos will be great if you want to learn how to do portfolio management, how to do options, how to do futures, how to do cryptocurrency. Put them on as you go to sleep. They will also help you go to sleep and you will wake up an amazing trader. Anyway, let's take a look at what's going on in the market. Overnight, the NASDAQ, the one that I like to look at the most, is up 35 points. I think it was up higher at one point. Let's take a quick look at what we got going on there. It had a high of 2760. So it was about 40 points higher. The E-mini S&P up about 2 points. I feel like that had to have been higher. 3695, about 7 points higher. Gold is up about 1.3 points. I did put a, what did I put on yesterday? I put on a small exchange. Precious metals short. That'll probably be down when the market opens. I also have a dollar short on. That is going to be up. So that is going to be a negative. But the trade of the day is going to be Bitcoin. I love me some Bitcoin. If I'm being honest, I could use a little more Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, I do have that Bitcoin future on. That is moving. I am up $3,800 for the day on that. Bitcoin, it's got to be 23,920 on the future, so the Bitcoin's probably around 23.5. Oh, look at that, 23.5. How did I know that? Because I'm Noam Tomsky. I'm Nostradamus. See this right here? That is my Bitwarden. I highly recommend you guys use that out there. If you're not, to protect your passwords, use Google Auth. You should be using two-factor authentication on everything. Keep those criminals away. Take a look at Bitcoin, 23.5. Let's get back to 24. As mentioned numerous times, my favorite trading platform would be TastyWorks. Link down below. You don't get any stocks for opening an account. You just get to use the most amazing platform in the world. I use it to trade stocks. I use it to trade options. And the market is a running. You know, one thing I got to do, a viewer out there gave me this Mara play. And this Mara play is kicking some ass. I'm making some good money on it. Thought I'd be cute, thought I'd be smart, sell some covered calls against it. And, ooh, you know, that was a pretty smart play, except Mara is blown right through that. I'm about to do something I never do. Take the loss, because I think Mara is just going to continue to run. So I'm going to take the loss on these covered calls. You know what? I've had such a good year. All I'm really doing is tax harvesting. That's the only reason I'm doing this. Boom, boom, boom. I already have a closing order. Of course I do, because that's what you do. Place order. We're going to go right to the mid price. Let's get this filled before Mara's $15. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got to change that. Let's see, replace. Move that to 330. Boom, boom, boom. Let's fill. Now it's 350. I'm going to replace it again. Let's go to 340 mid. You're killing me, Mara. I love you. You're killing me. I just took a fat loss on those calls. That's fine. I am up on the stock. You know, in general, let's take a look at what's going on. Tesla's actually down. Square, one of my trades of the decade, that one's moving. The dollar, I'm down. All right, so yesterday I did put on a mini NASDAQ long. I entered that a bit early. Before you knew it, I was down a couple 250 bucks on that. no problemo, boys and girls. I just, you know, when you're up so much money, you kind of just don't care, and it's a smaller contract, unlike that big boy NASDAQ. I let it run, come back, doing my work, come back, and I say I'm up $200. I'm like, works for me, closed it out. I left the precious metals short on, and I left the dollar short on. You know, I'm probably going to leave those on for a while. Right now, I'm up $8 on the open, but down $33 for the day on the dollar short. This is on the small exchange. Go to the smallexchange.com. I don't know if I have that link in my thing or not. I'll be sure to add that. Futures are a really efficient use of capital. Highly recommend. They're really good. The small exchange is going to continue to add futures, including a crypto bucket that I'm really excited for. That should be coming Q1. TastyWorks will be adding a crypto exchange. I believe that's coming at 1/4. I'm super excited about that. Can't come soon enough. That is why I have the Bitcoin future on. I want to have exposure in Bitcoin, even though the Bitcoin future is a huge vehicle. This is 5 times leverage, 5 times the current price, 23,900. I can't even do the math on that. That's like 120 grand. So if Bitcoin were to crash $10,000, which is a possibility, it's unlikely, but it's possible, that would be a $50,000 hit for me. Like I said, I've had a really good 2020, and though I would be sick to my stomach if that were to happen, I would still be up for the year. And that's how much I believe in Bitcoin. I do believe Bitcoin is the trade of our species. I'm doing everything I can to accumulate more Bitcoin. I do have a BlockFi account and a BlockFi referral link down below. I'm beginning to really like this. I'm earning interest in Bitcoin. I've earned, you know, I've only put $200 over there, $250 over there so far, but I'm going to start putting a lot more over there. I'm going to continue to accumulate interest in Bitcoin. Are you kidding me? You get 6% interest. It accumulates daily. Watching that Bitcoin interest and the price of Bitcoin go up, I know alone, even that small account in the future is probably going to buy me his private island. I have more than one Bitcoin over on Robinhood. I actually want to move that over to BlockFi, though, you know, I mean, there's no real easy way to do that. And I'm up so much in that position, I'm going to take a huge tax hit. So I'm just going to leave that in Robinhood for now. Maybe eventually someday Robinhood, you could take custody. I doubt it. Maybe, who knows? I know when the TastyWorks platform comes out, in the beginning, you're not going to be able to take custody, but that's something that they're going to add. And I believe they're only going to allow, like, in the beginning, 4 or 5. So I don't know what those are going to be. It's probably going to be Bitcoin. Ethereum, very bullish on Ethereum. You can only speculate after that. XRP, hopefully, maybe. Bitcoin Cash, I don't know. January 4th. Anyway, link down below. Again, TastyWorks is the platform I use. I love it. You're going to see me do trades in it all the time. We're going to go through my portfolios in a second here. The BlockFi, definitely check that out. You can buy and sell Bitcoin. You can earn interest. I'm earning interest in Bitcoin. I'm earning interest in Ethereum. Again, I think every spare cent I have, I'm trying to save and put into Bitcoin and some Ethereum. I kind of want to trade. I kind of want to start accumulating Ripple too. Ripple's having some problems right now because the SEC is coming after them. Might be a buying opportunity. Who knows? Post your thoughts down below. Post your thoughts down below on cryptocurrency in general. All right, let's go through the portfolio. I continue to lose money in the dollar, but looks like precious metals just turned around. What's gold doing? Gold is dipping. So my precious metal short is looking pretty good. Now let's take a look at volatility. The VIX is down as to be expected. The fear index, the VIX is down because the market is up. It means premium's going to start coming in. Yesterday, I think in the small account, let's look at that one first. I'm up $70 for the day. Again, this small account, I'm proving to you, or I'm showing you how to trade a small account. This account, I do a lot of options trading. I do some diverse stock plays. I have 1 share of Apple, 10 shares of ACB, 5 shares of CGC, 5 shares of DraftKings, 10 shares of LCA. I'm really hyped on LCA. I've done a lot of videos in LCA. LCA is up almost $1 today. definitely check out my most recent and all my numerous videos on LCA. LCA is one of the few SPACs that I'm extremely bullish on, along with SBE, Tattooed Chef. There's some other ones out there. I'm playing with warrants. We can look at those in a bit. I have 40 shares of NEO. I have 10 shares of NNDM and a put spread. That put spread should be closing here 50% profit here pretty soon, it looks like. I'm not sure. Bid ask must be a little tight on that because it's a little below. That'll probably fill any second. 5 shares of Palantir, I do like that. 10 shares of Space, I like that one a lot. That one's starting to recover. That one took a massive hit. Space is probably an excellent buying opportunity right now. And I believe Square is a trade I put on yesterday, a put spread. And I'm just, so I'm actually kind of just even on that one yesterday because I'm a little surprised by that. I thought that would be up a little bit more. I'm only up 7 cents on that, or $7. That's fine. Square is going to come in. Square is a movement. I want to put more Square on. I do have 100 shares of Square in my big account. I'm going to try to continue to hold those. Again, Square is one of my trades of the decade. I do think this, personally, I think Square, and I'm going to wax on about this forever. I did a video in August where Square was one of my 3 trades to buy now. That video only got like 17 views and I was probably 5 of them. I handed Square and Lemonade on silver platters in that video. I also handed Tesla in that video on a silver platter. Ooh, Tesla, Tom, I mean, that's a tough pick. Yeah, maybe. I mean, half the world's bearish on Tesla at the time, saying it's way overvalued. And since August, I've made a tremendous amount. And as you can see in the small account, I'm actually, you can see it's pretty much just spread around between gambling, that natural green, and EV. I got to tell you, especially the EV sector has been very kind to me. Going forward, I'm going to be extremely bullish Bitcoin, crypto, and anything fintech, anything with their hands in fintech, including PayPal. Square is now offering Bitcoin rewards. I have already, I don't even know how to use that. I'm going to figure it out. I'll be discussing that. I did order my debit card. I don't even know what that means. I mean, do I have to put cash card or something? Do I have to put money on that? Comment down below. Or does it just directly draw from my bank account? I went to my little boost and it says earn 5% back in Bitcoin. Now I want to go on a shopping spree. There's also, I want to, sell me a PS5. Like, how hard is it? It's pretty freaking hard. But I'd buy a PS5 right now and get cash back in Bitcoin. Hell yeah, 5%. I want to buy everything right now and just get Bitcoin rewards, get Bitcoin interest in my BlockFi account. Again, check that out. All right, so the small account is doing pretty good. It's up $111. Once again, I started this account at the beginning of October. I put $2,500 into it. The goal is to put $250 a month. Though I might be changing that goal because, again, I probably won't. I have to see how the crypto exchange works in TastyWorks. If you can buy cryptocurrency in the account, I'm definitely going to do that. I'm definitely going to do that in the future. Again, I'm squeezing every penny I can into it. Once again, I started this account with $2,500 in October. I put $250 a month. So I put $250 in November. I have missed a December payment. I will probably catch up on January with that. And this account is already up 100%. I mean, profit and loss year to date, do the math. Well, technically not 100% yet, a little bit over 90. 100% would be what? 5,500. It's made 2,500. I would need to make 2,750 for it to be 100%. Not pretty, not too shabby for a little over 2 months work. I do have my M1 portfolio down below. That's something I started in September. I believe I put 500 into that, and I think I put an additional 250 in that or something. I currently put 250 a month into that. I might switch that to 100. But that, right now, I have that zero down to like 15 stocks I really like. That money auto debits once a month, auto allocates to my Pi. I do think M1 Finance is the best platform out there for a beginner or a passive investor. automatically takes some money out of your account, automatically allocates to your pie. It'll do partial shares, which is amazing, you know, for people that can't afford Amazon or Facebook or Tesla. Will auto allocate. Check the link down below. You will see how my pie is set up. If you use that referral link, I think you get $10 credit. If you use the referral link to BlockFi, which I highly recommend, you can earn $10+ in Bitcoin and earn 6% interest on your Bitcoin, up to 2.5 Bitcoin, 3% anything more, 8.6% on your cash. Are you kidding me? That's insane. There is something wrong with this. They make money off doing loans and, you know, passing the buck, I guess. They do have a credit card coming out that I'm pretty excited about because you can earn crypto rewards. Oh, there's my NNDM. I told you it would fill. That was a 50% winner, boys and girls. NNDM put spread in my small account. Sold it for $1, like $7. Bought it back for 50 cents. That's how it's done. Greater than 50% chance of success. Anyway, on that Bitcoin rewards card, disclaimer, I do think that has a $200 annual fee. It's pretty high. I don't like that, but I'm lazy. It would make more sense to use like one of my other cards to get the cash back, transfer it over, and then buy Bitcoin, I guess. But then, you know, that's just a headache. And the way I look at it is if you're earning Bitcoin rewards, Bitcoin should pretty much over time be a huge winner. I'm not saying there's not going to be huge pullbacks. Anyway, that's wrapping up the small account. You know, I have some Tattooed Chef over there. I like that. I have Upwork over there. Upwork was one of those videos where I did best stocks to buy now under $25. That was Upwork, Space, and Neo. I had meant to do that video when the best 3 stocks to buy now under 20. Didn't have time, and by the time I got the video out, they were already at like $25. I still loved them. Upwork's $40-some right now. I mean, how did that one work out? Neo? I mean, like, do I even have to talk about what Neo's done? Neo's, I think, my second biggest winner of 2020, and there's plenty of room to go on Neo. I do have a $80 to $120 price target on Neo for 2021, as long as the market holds up, which I do have my reservations about. I mean, the way I look at it's like this. How is the market up in our current conditions? Because the market zags when you zig. So, I mean, is the opposite going to happen once people are started vaccinating and working again? The market's going to have a big correction and not make no sense. I mean, I think it's likely. I mean, it's not out of the question. It's not out of the cards. That's one of the reasons I'm diversifying heavily into crypto. I will be looking to do up to 50% of my net worth in crypto. Am I out of my mind? Post down below. Am I crazy? Am I out of my mind? And while you're down there, make sure you've already hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button. I got a like out there. I'm not sure if anyone's in the chat. If you are, speak up. You got any questions? What are your thoughts? Again, I'm going to try and do this as often as possible. I do have a real job. It does take a lot of my time. All right, so that's wrapping up the small account. The IRA, let's take a quick look over there. Yeah, I mean, the IRA is really just Tesla, Neo, Xpeng. Oh yeah, I mean, I've really trimmed it down to that. God, I suck at this live streaming. That was embarrassing. All that talking without my platform on the screen. You know what? I'm probably just going to cut that out for... And I'm nasally, so let's have a little dead space. All right, let's try this again. I will cut that out, even though there was so much good info in there. I'll probably cut that out. Good morning, everyone. December 21st, you know, 2020. Market's been open. I'm new to this live stream. I always make mistakes, man. It's tough. It's hard out there for pimp trying to earn that money for the rent. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I won't cut that out. A lot of good talking. Anyway, let's switch back over to the platform. Taking a look at my IRA, I did have quite a bit more going on in here. I'm not sure what my cash. Oh, I got some cash. Maybe we want to spend that. I want to save it. I seriously doubt TastyWorks is going to allow buying crypto, any form of crypto in the beginning, but you know, the NASDAQ and a lot of people are trying to come out with the little ETFs. The small exchange will be coming out with a crypto future that I will be able to trade. I'm pretty sure I can trade small over here. What do I like? Let's put something on just to find out. So I like the sticks. The sticks is a small technology future. We're going to trade this. We are on, let's put this on the IRA. Let's send. Yep, it is allowed. So I'm going to close that. So when the crypto small future comes out, I will definitely probably be going along that in my IRA. And in order to do so, I might, you know, I have 100 shares of NIO, 100 shares of Tesla, 100 shares of xpev. Definitely done pretty good. You can see 24,000 since I've opened that account in Tesla. xpev and NIO, I don't know. Did I get in those late or something? I have sold a lot of, because I've bought and sold a lot of premium. So if I were to look at my, so this is another great thing about TastyWorks. You can come over and see how much money you've gained or lost in a position. I can come over here and just change this to, so I've made $4,000 in NIO, $3,000 in Tesla. Is that, yeah, year to date. Because I have unrealized profits because of the, so actually I've made about $27,000 in Tesla, $5,500 in NIO. Square, I don't remember what I did in Square over there. Probably sold a lot of put spreads. I don't know if I ever had any shares on, to be honest. Anyway, so that's what's going on in the IRA. I am going to be looking to put cryptocurrency onto that as soon or any way that I can. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I do think cryptocurrency is the trade of our species. I am learning much more about blockchain. It is quite overwhelming. And oh my, I mean, like, oh baby, it is so overwhelming. And I'm a network system and cloud engineer. And it's just like the more I know about it, the more I realize I don't know. And there is so much, there's all kinds of different like new offerings coming out with DeFi and gaming. I do think blockchain has a potential to completely disrupt not only just finance in general, but including the stock market and how you trade and sell for a company. Why not trade in blockchain instead of, you know, the stock stuff? So I do think that's coming. How soon? There's going to be plenty of opportunity out there to take advantage of it. The more you learn, you're ahead of the curve. Most people don't understand crypto. And again, like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm only beginning to understand it, but the early adopters, the ones that get it right, the ones that get into this and hodl, you don't know what hodl is. I think they created the meme. It's just hashtag hold with the DNL switch, hodl your cryptocurrency. My recommendation is not, there's plenty of people out there, and you're gonna, dude, it's just like all these Forex channels on YouTube. They're trying to sell you their little programs and things like that and tell you it's a numbers game for them. I don't know if these people don't even care if they blow up your account. It's just like these people telling you how you can make a ton of money buying options. I'm telling you, that is one of the hardest things on the planet to do, is buy options and make money. This last year, it's been kind of more agreeable to that strategy, but eventually you're going to end up blowing up your account. Most people, I mean, just ask any professional trader, like how have you done buying options? And they're going to tell you most of them are going to tell you it's impossible, and the rest are lying, most likely. Anyway, when it comes to cryptocurrency, there's probably a lot of people out there trying to tell you can make money buying and selling crypto, but dude, this stuff's really volatile. Indicators, blah, blah, maybe something works. I don't know. for me, it's just about buying and holding when it comes to cryptocurrency. I'm not trying, like Bitcoin, man. I mean, half the people out there are saying Bitcoin's going to crash. Sell it at, sell it at its price now. It's going to crash, but it could just as easily go to 30,000. You missed the boat. And we're in a bull run, and that thing could go parabolic. I don't know where it's going to end by the end of 2020, but I do think in 2021, 50 or 100,000 is easy on the table. We'll see. Anyway, let's take a look at the big account right now. The Bitcoin is up $3,600 for the day. That is the Bitcoin future, the BTC right here. Again, this is something you do not want to get into unless you really know what you're doing. You really understand the risk. This is 5-to-1 leverage. This is the equivalent of going long 5 Bitcoin. This is highly levered. Up overall, I had to roll this position, so I'm up overall around 15,000. But if Bitcoin, here's the deal. I'm up $15,000 in this trade in the last week. But if Bitcoin crashes 3,000, which is possible, I've already broke even. If Bitcoin crashes back down to 17,000, which is possible, I'm down 15,000. Excuse me, I understand the risk. I'm in it. I don't know if I'm going to hold it. So part of the reason I'm in this is I knew as much as I just had it. That's how strong my conviction is for Bitcoin. And I didn't want to miss out on what I thought was going to be a run up before the exchange is online with TastyWorks. When TastyWorks is that exchange online, I'm not quite sure right away how much Bitcoin I'm going to buy. I'm probably looking around 1 to 2 Bitcoin. I'm not sure how it's going to work. I will be spreading it around across my different accounts if that is something that's possible. I'm so excited about that. Again, the link down below to TastyWorks. TastyWorks is such a great platform. Let's put a trade on to show you how great this is. So again, I'm heavy into futures. Futures are such an efficient use of capital, but and again, there's probably, I haven't looked into it, but I know back in the day, like 10 years ago, I was at the Vegas show, whole bunch of different booths selling their how to make money, scalping futures programs and on their low, dude, same bunch of BS, man. It is extremely difficult to make money scalping futures. Now, I do love it for hedging. For example, take a look. My deltas, my beta weighted deltas in this account are 942. 200,000, a little over $200,000 account. That's not that many deltas, but it is a lot. You always want to know what your deltas are. And what this means is, basically, if the S&P goes up 1 point, my account value should go up about $900. Because it's beta weighted against the SPY. That's one of the best ways to do it. Pure deltas, if you were to look at this, like if you buy one stock, that's 1 delta. 100 shares of stock, that's 100 deltas, non-beta weighted. So it's really a good idea to know what your deltas are if you want to hedge. Like say, and I've been as high as 1,500 or 2,000 deltas, and say you're a little nervous that the market might crash overnight and you want to hedge. Well, instead of buying a put or what have you, I would just, sell a mini NASDAQ. A mini NASDAQ's the equivalent of shorting, because my portfolio is heavily NASDAQ weighted, and especially when it was all Tesla. If I thought there was going to be a big crash and I couldn't sleep at night, I could just easily sell a mini NASDAQ, which is the equivalent of going short 80 shares of QQQ. Theoretically, if I wanted to cut my deltas in half, I could sell a big boy NASDAQ, which is the equivalent of 800 shares. So 800 deltas. So when my portfolio was at around 1,500 deltas long, if I was really nervous, I wanted to hedge, I could sell one NASDAQ and I would cut my deltas in half. Anyway, again, let's try and find a trade real quick. I do got to wrap this up. I do got to get to work again. Nostradamus on Twitter, Nostradamus on Instagram. I don't really post on Instagram that much. I'll probably change that going into the future. I am going to be on vacation next week, so I'm going to be doing a lot to try and build up the brand. Maybe get some Discord going, maybe get my website going, maybe work on the Patreon. I don't know, man, but I do feel like I want to do, all I really want to do is trade and help people, I'm not in this to tell you to go buy this penny stock, or I think this SPAC is going to the moon. This is portfolio management, smart investing, right? It might take longer to blow up my channel. Maybe it never blows up. You know what? At the end of the day, my job's good, man. Like all I did was my job for the next 15 years and invest. I'm probably going to retire just fine, actually, you know, I already know I'm going to be buying islands. I've already been shot. Maybe Rocket or IPOB will start looking for islands for me, because I do think Bitcoin's going to $1 million in the next 10 years. I think 500,000 easy, no questions asked. Tap out. And that's why I'm trying to accumulate as much Bitcoin and Ethereum and possibly Ripple as possible going forward. Ken, I want to hear your comments on that. Am I crazy? Bitcoin, crypto will be one of the most heavily traded things I will be doing in 2021. I mean, just think about it, boys and girls. More and more people are on-ramping. It's becoming more and more easy. That momentum is going to continue. The FOMO is going to continue. People see this price. Oh, Bitcoin's $24,000. I can't afford it. Dude, you can buy Bitcoin in fractions. Like if you want to buy $5 of Bitcoin, I could transfer $5 over to Robinhood right now. Buy $5 in Bitcoin. Bitcoin doubles, it's now worth $10. That's how easy it is. Ethereum, all that stuff the same way. Again, the BlockFi, I love that. Link down below. Sign up, get an account. I have a video. Check the video out on there. It does discuss the pros and cons. It does take a while for your money to get over there. But it's an amazing, like 6% again on your Bitcoin. I'm earning, like I every day I check it. And it's daily. I'm like, man, I just earned more Bitcoin. So my goal short term is to probably get about $5,000 over there in Bitcoin. Get around that 0.28 magic level over there in Bitcoin. 0.28 is the amount that makes you a 1%er in Bitcoin. 1%er in possibly the next asset that's going to overtake gold. Maybe even, and I think it is. I think it's going to overtake gold, and I think it's going to overtake the dollar as the world reserve, currency. Anyway, that's my opinion. So I will have 1% earning interest, 6% interest, though that is subject to change in Bitcoin going into the future, compounded daily. I think that's an amazing opportunity. I will be doing honestly, I want to put more money over there, but it scares me. Like, Bitcoin, the one scary thing about crypto and Bitcoin is it's not insured, SIPC, FDIC, all that stuff. So that scares me. And, you really got to watch your security when it comes to this stuff. I don't know how good is BlockFi security? Can they be hacked? Are they hackable? You got to watch out. Like, if you don't, when it comes to email, man, I delete almost all my email. If there's a link in the email, don't click it. It's probably, phishing scams are crazy. I'm an expert in the industry. I know this stuff really well. I've done a video on how to protect all your accounts, your banking accounts, your brokerage accounts, your email accounts. It's simple, man. Sign up for 2FA. Use Bitwarden or other password apps. They're amazing. Make really long, complex passwords. You don't even know them. You can put the app on your phone. You put the app on your computer. You just copy and paste. You call it a day. You want a two-factor you want a two-factor all your brokerage accounts, all your email accounts, all your bank accounts. Oh, excuse me, coffee burp. Do not use SMS because your SIM cards can be copied unless you go through the hassle. And even then, I wouldn't recommend it. You have to go through the hassle of calling your phone provider and saying, do not ever email out a SIM card for me. I must physically be present to pick it up. Otherwise, that's what they do. That's one of the reasons. Hey, Saint Gang, how you doing? Dude, Saint Gang just entered the chat. One of my favorite peeps. He gave me this Mara trade. This Mara trade is out of control. Should I dump LCA? Hey, Ross, how you doing, buddy? So, yeah, Saint Gang, man, that Mara trade, man. Whew. When's that one going to stop? All right, so I can't give you financial advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing in LCA. I still like LCA a lot. And it's up $1.21. I think LCA is going to hit $30. Plus, I think LCA is a is it a buy the rumor, sell the news? I don't know. Like, how much do you have in LCA? And how much of that is your overall portfolio? Are you YOLO in LCA? Well, then, I mean, that's a problem. But for like me, LCA, I have 200 shares of LCA. That is $4,500. Excuse me, frog in my throat. Anyway, I have 200 shares, $4,600 of my overall portfolio. So that's like 2.5% of my account. If LCA were to go to zero, which I don't think it will happen, I'm not going to lose any sleep. Not going to be happy about it. Not going to lose any sleep. Thing that'll piss me off the most if it were to go to $0 or if I were to lose money is the simple fact that I was wrong about it. I think LCA is an amazing long-term opportunity. Just watch your size, man. Again, that's all it is. Don't be so, yeah, Bitcoins, get some RIOT. Yeah, man. All right, let's do some RIOT. So hopefully that answered your question, Ross. I like it. Personally, I like it. I think it's a good play. Me personally, I don't know. So I have 200 shares. I don't know how much of that I'm going to keep going into the future. I love it. I really like LCA a lot. But there are 3 trades. There's so much, in my opinion, the best opportunity out there is cryptocurrency, Square, and even Tesla going forward. I think Tesla, I mean, it's down $12 today. I don't know how long that's going to continue to dip. I probably should have sold a covered call over there. But Tesla is going to be $1 trillion, $2 trillion, the biggest company in the world. Hey, buddy, you're welcome anytime. Let's take a look at RIOT. Man, I mean, look at that, like $3. So, makes me a little nervous getting into something that's already gone up like that. And I've already got, well, I mean, right now it can't go to zero, but after the merger, I mean, it can eventually, right? Like right now, technically the lowest it can go is whatever their money is in the account, probably like $10. But after, or even now, technically, if like they were to get sued, or the SEC says they're fraud, or I mean, anything could go to zero. There's a lot less risk of that going to zero currently because it's a blank check and they actually have the cash and what have you. But there's some black swan events that could probably happen afterwards. I mean, even in the short term, zero is unlikely. But in the next year or two, anything's possible. Me personally, I personally think there's a very good chance LCA will easily 5x, if not more, just because I'm gonna get this heater off. All right, just because, I mean, right now, what is their market cap? Like 1.5 billion, 2 billion? Let's take a look. Probably under 2 billion. 1.67 billion. Let's look at DraftKings market cap. So DraftKings, I think, is the big one, 21 billion. So I mean, LCA is like more than 10 times less. Pin market cap. Pin market cap, 14.5 billion. So LCA is like 1/10 of the size on that. Yeah, I believe they are going to make revenue. I think they've already recently announced that. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I mean, LCA is making money, right? And so the big difference between these three, one, LCA has the potential to at least start catching up to these. The total addressable market, so it is speculated that iGaming is going to be worth a lot more than sports gambling. I mean, think about it. If you go to a casino, the casino is 90% gambling. you know, tables and blackjack and roulette and things like that. And then the sports bar is, you know, it's not small, but compared to the rest of the casino, like most people are gambling, right? You know, these people love playing their little games, the little cards and things like that. So I think iGaming will be bigger than sports wagering. I have diversity in all of it. Penn got Barstool. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not an expert in Penn, but Penn is Barstool Gaming. Yeah, so a lot of people are down on Tillman Fertitta, saying, oh, he's just trying to pay for his debt in his restaurants. Look, dude, that guy's a billionaire, and there was a video on him talking, and he was actually seemed like a pretty smart dude. So, I mean, the dude knows how to make money. So, I mean, again, don't put all your eggs into LCA, but I do think it's a good one to buy. I think it'll 5x easy, if not more. Great businessman, I agree. Yeah, I have. I now I'm reading the rest of it. Yeah, I don't remember what the video was, but it was talking about him, how he built his money or whatever. The dude's a smart dude, right? Like a lot of people call him a douche. Maybe he is a douche. I don't know. But the video I saw him of talking, he seemed like he knew what the hell he was talking about. But again, just watch your size. Me personally, I'm gonna pound the table. Square, Riot. Well, let's do something on Riot. Square, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tesla, man. Like that is going to be the bulk of what I do in 2021 plus going forward. I do think Bitcoin is the trade of your lifetime in our species. It is inevitable that blockchain will take over how everything's done. And I don't even want to say what I'm about to say because a lot of people are going to hate this. A lot of people are worried about their privacy when it comes to what the government's. Dude, like, you might as well forget that. That's eventually your privacy. Your privacy went out the table when the internet was born. I mean, before the internet was born, but now, dude, it's over. Unless you live up in the hills with no electricity, no social, I mean, it's over, dude. And even then, they probably have your whole portfolio. So, you know, Barstool is just, you know, honestly, I don't know. It's just their company. And I think Penn's just a ticker symbol. They're sports gambling. I'm not an expert on them. I do know Penn, it's all about sports gambling. I don't know if they're going to get into iGaming. I currently don't have any Penn. I haven't done a lot of research on them. I like DraftKings. I have a small amount of DraftKings in my other account. And I have some LCA over there too, I think. Let's take a look. Yeah, I have 10 shares of LCA. I have 5 shares of DraftKings. Dude, you could go out there and everyone's going to give their opinion on what's better, DraftKings or Penn, this and that. Me personally, I like DraftKings better. Maybe just because of the name. Remember, 5 years ago, it was every commercial was DraftKings and FanDuel. It would be a DraftKings commercial, FanDuel, DraftKings. It was enough to make me vomit. So they definitely know how to promote their product. LCA, I mean, Golden Nugget. So if I were to come up with some negatives, Golden Nugget, I mean, it's been around for decades. I don't know if they do, because it was brick and mortar though, like how much promotion you need to do. So hopefully they need to get into the new age a bit more. Like I wouldn't even be against them changing their name, but and promoting, you know, doing social media, things like that. But I mean, it doesn't matter. It's gambling, right? And they're opening up in new states. I believe they've gotten permission now in Michigan, West Virginia. More states are going to start opening iGaming. So they're in play. Man, let's get back to Riot. All right, so what do we want to do in Riot? Probably do something in options, 3.5 star liquidity. The IV is extremely high. Let's go to 60 days out. All right. This one's for you, Saint Gang Gang. I'm going to do a 10 put. Hey, I don't like, man, Polak, I don't want to be like racist or I don't know what that, but how you doing, buddy? We'll just say P5. I'm sure that's not, there's no, but you know what's up. All right, so real quickly, let's get this trade on. God dang, this heater. I got Google Nest, everyone. The thing drives me insane. Like, if I tell the app to turn on or turn off, it doesn't work. I gotta like open it and close it a million times. Like, it's a hot box over here now. Anyway, so I'm gonna sell a $10 put in Riot. Saint Gang has given me an amazing trade in Mara. That thing is running. So if I sell this, we'll just do 230. Probably won't fill. Yeah, let's put that on in the IRA. Filled. All right, so I just got $2.30 credit in Mara, or not Riot. This is a Bitcoin miner. Are they in China? What this means is cash secured put. I'm going to immediately put a close order in here to buy it back at half price, making $115. Worst case, max risk in this would be my strike price, $10 minus the credit received, $2.30, meaning if Riot goes below $10, I would be obligated to buy it at $10, but my cost basis would be $7.70 minus the credit received. My max theoretical loss in this would be if Riot were to go to zero, so $770. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, TT. Tattooed Chef. I'm extremely bullish, Tattooed Chef. I had actually bought 100 shares of that in my big account, but I took it off. I love this one a lot, and man, that one's running. So I have 10 shares of that over my small account. It's doing really well. You know, I wish I'd have bought more now, but you know, these, I'm not big into SPACs. Like, I like playing them because they're in play. You can see over in the big account, I've been doing the warrants lately. I really like those warrants. I'm up in every single one of them now because the people are out of their mind with this shit, dude. Like, especially Segro, what do they do? I don't even remember. I think they're a LiDAR play, and now Apple's doing LiDAR, so all the LiDAR stocks are up. EMY, I like this one a lot. I believe this is Genius Brands. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is an gambling. Let's see, we got vgac. I think that one's just going to blow up once they announce they're merging with the Hyperloop or whatever. I have another one, BFT. This one's the next Square. I just bought some warrants because it's in play, dude. Like, don't buy the next Square, buy Square. One of my trades of the decade. Mining in New York, nice. Clean hydro, nice. Mara's in Colorado, but it's not clean. Well, I'm dumping all my Mara then because I'm all about that clean. While I'm kidding, I'm also about making that money, son. All right, so let's do some more Riot. Let's see. I'm down $5 in Riot. What are you doing to me, Saint Gang? I kid. All right. You know what? Riot. Where'd you go? Heater's still on, killing me. Let's buy some stock. I want to buy 100 shares of this. Move that over to here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, you know what? I'm missing the boat over here. Let's buy some. All right, Riot, they're clean. I like them. Let's continue. I'm gonna buy more stock in the small account. Oof, we're gonna just do 5 over there. Boom, boom, boom. Build. Let's take a look at the options in Riot table. Let's see, 9 days out. Go 24 days out. So Riot, do you think Riot could hit? So this is one of the things I love about TastyWorks. It shows you the expected move in the January options right now. 185% volatility. That is extremely high. One of the reasons you want to sell volatility when it's high because it tends to contract. So if we go $5 out, we see it's $1.10. If we go $5 the other way, we see it's only 30 cents. So the skew is definitely, all the risk is definitely to the upside. Excuse me, let's go to 20. Just let's lower our cost basis in this. We'll try and get 85 cents. This will be in the, ooh, we definitely don't want to do that in that account. Boom, boom, boom. It's probably not going to fill. Let's replace this. You know what? I don't even know. I'm not even going to bother with this. You know what? I don't need to do a covered call. I'm just going to leave this on a play, see what happens, man. Like, right now, I either need a tax harvest or make more money. You know what I'm saying? So we'll cancel that. Bitcoin, how's Bitcoin doing? Still about 23.5. That's the future. 2 grand in pin when it was 30 a share. Yeah, dude, that's, you gotta, like, I understand you. I feel you on that. I make those mistakes all the time, dude. Like, you can't worry about what you missed out on. Can you look out to June? That is when these guys will be mining a lot. Let's do it. So you're probably looking to want to buy options. I typically avoid doing that, though I do it sometimes. Maybe we can put an exotic play on just for the hell of it because I'm a degenerate. So what do you like? So say June. You know what? So this is oh my goodness, this is degenerate stuff right now that I'm considering. So I could sell a 10 put and buy an 18 or pay about get a credit. That ain't right. Oh yeah, well the med's pretty big on that. Let's go down to that. So I could sell a put, buy a call, 50%, 58%. Ah, man. You know what? Let's just put some stuff on because I'm a degenerate. Now these plays right here, you already know I'm not a financial advisor. Like, I'm just putting it on, like, you know, like this right here alone. All right, so when it comes to selling options, you typically want to do it 60 to 30 days out. So this is not, honestly, this is not a smart play. I'm going to stay mechanical. But if you're into buying options, I mean, look, dude, you could buy the 20. Like, if you think this is, if you think Riot's going to 30, like, this isn't a horrible buy, but your probability of this touching by then is only 15%. So that's not good odds. That's why buying options is generally bad, especially because the IV is really high too. So if this contracts, your premium is going to go down. And right now, if I were to buy this at even like $4.50, that means this has to go to $24.50 before I even break even. So the way to, I mean, there's some plays you could do like poor man cover calls and stuff, but the way I would do it, if you're bullish and you wanted to do it with higher probability, you would do just like I did. Sell an option and either roll it or, you know, close it, roll it up, roll it out, things like that. There's ways to, you can be wrong when you sell options and still make money, and you can defend against it. You continue to roll it out, right? You know what? Let's do this in Riot. I have 100 shares. It's going to be a covered strangle, but you know what? I don't care. The IV is insane, right? The risk. So because it's a covered strangle, this is a better play. Because if Riot goes to $30, you know, that's not going to be good times if it's an uncovered strangle. So the reason this is covered is because I have the 100 shares if this blows through. So I could sell this. I'm going to move this up aggressively. So I'm going to sell the 10 put, sell the 17 call, get $2.39 credit. That's probably not going to fill. Do a little price discovery. Hit send already. All right. Oh, what account did I do that in? Holy shit, guys. Make mistakes. I definitely, well, maybe I did do this in the big account. I keep getting, yeah, there we go. I keep getting Riot and Mara confused. It depends, Ross. I'll get into that in a second. So let's replace this. Let's go down. A little bit of price discovery. Let me lower that another penny. All right. So to keep, this is the exciting stuff, trying to squeeze $1 out of 15 cents, you know, counting every penny. The liquidity is not as high in this, so typically I will avoid this, though the liquidity will probably go up. If I don't get filled at 230, I'm calling it. I'm gonna let that run. All right, let's see. So is the put the same as shorting a stock? If you buy a put, it is the same. It is basically the same as shorting a stock. So let's take a look at like Square. You could buy a put. So I could buy a 225 put and pay $6.50. This would be the equivalent. It's a dynamic delta, so it would basically be the equivalent of shorting 30 shares of Square. No, this would be selling a put. So if you buy a put, it's the equivalent of shorting, kinda. You're bearish. So buying a put is your bearish, selling a put is your bullish. I typically sell premium. So if I'm bearish a stock, I would sell a call, but I do it mostly, I just sell puts. Clean Spark, you know, I don't know anything about them. Up 80, by the way, no offense, oh yeah, good. I just don't, you know, I'm sure it's not, like if you're from Poland, then hell yeah, I don't even know if that's related to anything like that. All right, so I don't know anything about Clean Spark. I'll get to it, King, calm down. All right, so now, what is Clean Spark? It's Clean Spark. They're probably a new SPAC. I've heard the name, I think. I don't know anything about them, to be honest. I'll put them on my radar, though. I'll look into them. Let's see. 80%. I mean, you can't complain, right? So I don't know how much stock you have in that. So I don't, like, a strategy for me that I don't hate is if you're up, take half. If you get up 100%, take half off the table or start selling calls, or I don't know, all that stuff though. People get all pissed off. Oh man, I'm not a financial advisor, but oh man, you know, I sold half of them and it went up another. Dude, like, give me a break. All right, so BFT. I did discuss that a bit earlier, but let's discuss it again. I do have warrants. I have 500 warrants over there because it's the next Square, right? Like, why would you not just buy Square? Square is one of my 3 trades of the decade. Like, Square is going to $1 trillion plus. They are going to be the biggest financial company probably in the world. I love Square. I'm trying to accumulate as much Tesla, Square, and Bitcoin as I can. BFT, I don't hate it. And they might be something big. I know they're big into iGaming and Twitch, and like, dude, I don't, is BFT the only way you can buy and sell? I don't think so, right? But is that what's coming? Are they going to get involved with if they get involved with blockchain, that would be a game changer for them. I mean, I don't hate BFT just because their total addressable market is going to continue to go like this, right? So even if BFT just keeps their same little market share, they're going to go up. But at the end of the day, like Square. So my philosophy when it comes to trading, I trade stuff in play. BFT's in play. So I would sell options. I would buy warrants. Warrants is something I've been doing recently. I really enjoy it. They're a lot of fun. I'm not sure what the huge con on them is yet. I'm sure it's a lesson that I'm going to be learning soon. But I mean, I don't hate BFT. Just when it comes to these SPACs, just invest an amount that you could sleep at night. So for me, if I were to invest in BFT, I don't hate it. I would only buy like maybe 1 to 2 to up to 5% of my overall portfolio if I freaking loved it. And that way, if it goes to 0, you know, you might snore an extra minute, but you're not losing sleep. Yeah, I mean, of course, anything that has a big move up could hit huge resistance, but sometimes it just depends. I mean, if it's a great play, like, you want to know a stock I got wrong? I don't really think I got it wrong still. Like, I think this is a bubble. Like, oh my goodness, up another 25. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm like, I was going to make a video that this, when it was, what the hell was this ticker symbol? HKCAC or something? I'm like, dude, why the hell would you invest in this stock? Well, I mean, if you did, I mean, congratulations, because I was going to put a video saying, nah, dog, this is a pass. I don't know if DraftKings uses BFT. If they do, I like it more. I really do. You know what? You guys are killing me. Here's what I think. Well, let's go over to the small account. I know this is a baby play, but I'm trying to grow a small account. Look at this. I opened this account in October and it's already up 100%. I mean, come on. I don't hate it. Dang it. All right. This is what I think of BFT. I'm going to buy 5 whopping shares. Baller alert. All right, let's take a look at the options. So I think there's no options. I hate that. But I do have 500 warrants in them. I mean, I do think it's going to continue to go up. I've made $300 on that so far. I think BFT will go into the 20s. No questions asked. I mean, when do you cash out? Like if BFT were to hit $30, I'd probably cash out and put it in a Square and Bitcoin. So what I mean, everything I'm doing, I'm trying to like sell premium, earn that theta, take profits, buy more Tesla, buy more Bitcoin, buy more Ethereum, buy more Square. All right, this has been a delight, everyone. 2 likes, come on. You guys could do better than that. Hit them like buttons. I'm going to try and do this every morning, boys and girls. Please come back. I need to wrap this up. Unfortunately, I got to get to my real life job. Really appreciate you guys coming in. I will be back tomorrow. You all crush it today. I love you all.